It's time once again for another edition of Music Matters. I'm MonkeyBoy.
And I'm Ziggy.
And today we have a special guest with us, a big Poison fan, Jon Sigmund.
Hi.
Comedian, Sioux City famous.
I don't, he is special. This is what, your third appearance on here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you back. Yeah.
Three.
We'll be four after the next episode.
That's right. Back. Yeah. We'll have him for another one. Today we're going to talk about Poison. Jon is a super fan, a super fan.
A little bit.
L.A. Guns, they're from '83, and two bands from '84, Warrant and Firehouse. Now, generally, it's MonkeyBoy that just wants to go back to this stuff all the time.
Love it.
But I believe that I decided to do this.
Yeah, you did.
So.
You did.
But yeah, they're
Country Bumpkin.
No, they're four good bands from the time, and so we're gonna talk about that. Before we do, should we hit the number ones, Jon?
All right, let's hit the number ones.
Jon's gonna tell us the number one songs in the country, or who has the number ones. Okay.
All right. Number one on the active rock charts, Breaking Benjamin with Something Wicked.
Great tune.
Is it Ella Morgan?
Ella Langley and Morgan Wallen.
Ella
Number one on the countryside.
Yeah,
Cool.
with what song?
Well,
I Knew.
Yeah.
No, that's Taylor Swift, and
No.
she's number one on the
Adult Contemporary.
adult contemporary.
And top 40 is Bruno Mars with Risk It All.
All right, very good.
Nice.
Yeah. A little something different.
Hey, I only went to a semester of broadcasting school, so that's as good as it gets. No, 2 semesters.
Yeah.
And I did. Iowa Lakes Community College.
Nice. Nice. I didn't do any,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I was told the only reason I did the 1 year is because I was told by other radio people when we would go visit different stations, you don't really need to finish school to talk on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So I didn't. I've never gotten a job on the radio.
Ah, that's a bummer.
It's fine. You don't make dick anyway.
No, you really don't.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you did
still
have a
ended up
whole
being
lot
a-
of good stories and fun, which someday we are going to have an episode on those.
Yeah, we're going to do that. So, let's play a game with Andy. Should we do that?
Okay.
It's called Slap the Hand. Okay? So, put your hand out, Andy. Okay?
Okay.
Now, in this game, it's just going to be 3 questions. Okay? Here's the challenge. You can't say, you can't say anything. I'm going to ask the question. You have to answer it. If you do any of those things, make any of those sounds, you get your hand slapped, and it's harder over the 3 times. Now, I don't know what the question is. I'm going to think of it. You can't make any sound. You've got a limited time to
it's
answer.
like a DJ exercise,
This
like
is-
a radio DJ exercise.
You know,
I don't know if I like this.
You know, if you could,
I don't think slapping is necessary.
if you could just wait.
I agree.
This is the Music Matters podcast with MonkeyBoy and Ziggy.
Okay.
So, okay, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Now, the trick here is you can't make any sounds. You just have to answer the question.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Who's the better guitar player, Richie Blackmore or Tommy Bolin in Deep Purple?
Richie Blackmore.
All right. Are you ready? Who's sexier, Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears?
Britney Spears.
Ooh. Is Cher a man?
No.
Okay. Oh, we almost got him. All right. That's good.
Yay!
All right. Jon.
Is there some sort of debate whether or not Cher is a man or a woman?
You know what, Jon? We're moving on, okay?
Okay.
It's the Music
News
Matters.
to, news to me. I didn't know that
was up for
either.
discussion.
I didn't either.
I've been jerking off to the wrong person the whole time. If I could turn back time,
No
just like
shit,
Jesse
right?
James.
Oh, god dang. Yeah, those videos were pretty good.
All right, Jon, I have some
Got me
questions.
through high school.
Jon, I have some questions for you.
You're
okay?
not slapping my hand.
No.
Okay.
No, I have some questions for you.
Sure.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Because I know that you're a Poison super fan.
Uh-huh.
Some bands have it all. Looks, talent. How does it feel to know Poison only had looks?
Oh no, that's not true.
All right.
No, that's a okay.
What year did Poison last matter, John?
91, probably. Isn't that when? Fresh
Probably,
came out?
yeah.
About 91ish.
Which one of Poison's albums is the good one?
Native Tongue, hands down, is their best album.
I love how Poison's music doesn't rely on melody, rhythm, or vocal talent. What inspired you to be a fan?
I don't know. I really like to talk dirty. It just hit me at the right time. Plus, I have a brother that's 6 years older, so he was into all that music.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it was just you wanted to do what your older brother did,
Right.
Right. So
Yeah. And I mean that was what was
which
cool
is
at
in
the
turn
time
how
too.
I got into comedy because he would have like Eddie Murphy Delirious, he would have like a Sam Kinison CD, or
Sure.
cassette tape, and I would wear those things out. And, yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
done?
I get that.
Are you done? Because I said I just had questions for you. I didn't say you needed to answer them. So you can't even follow directions. You're just like questions, John.
But you did not shut up the entire drive here. I thought I was going to
John,
have to pull over
John,
and get you an Uber.
John, I have one more question for you, okay? When you bought the first Poison album, how many times did you masturbate before you realized they were men?
None. I was only about, they came out in 83. I was only about 8 years old, 9 years old, so I wasn't beating it then. That came later.
Have you gone back to that album
No.
cover?
I don't even like my own dick that much.
Well, thanks for answering, listening to my questions.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into Poison.
Let's get into Poison.
All right, Poison. Where did they start? Pennsylvania. Did
Yeah.
you know that? They weren't in Hollywood right away.
Uh-uh.
They started out in Pennsylvania.
Who, Ricky and Brett were childhood friends. Brett was in a band called Laser. And then Ricky was in a different band. I can't remember. The name escapes me right now. It starts with an S, like Sporadic or some shit like that. And then they kind of got together and formed Paris, which was just them and a couple of their buddies. I think they knew Bobby Dahl through someone, and they had a buddy named Matt who was a guitar player who wrote a lot of their early stuff with them. But when they got out to Hollywood, and I think they had actually just inked their record deal, and Matt decided he didn't want that life and went back to Pennsylvania, and they had auditions, and it came down to two very really good guitarists.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Who the two guitarists came down? Do you know?
The two guitarists to fill that spot?
Fill me in.
I know who. but
CeCe DeVille, which got the job, but also Slash.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes, I do recall.
I would love to hear
it would have been interesting,
what
wouldn't
the
it?
sound, because the guitar sound would have been completely different.
Uh-huh.
That would have been completely different. I
Yeah.
mean, you wouldn't have got Guns N' Roses out of it.
No.
But you would have, you still would have got Poison, but it just might have been a little
More
heavier.
garage.
I think maybe more. I think maybe more bluesy.
More garagey
more
sounding.
bluesy. Kind of like when Richie came in.
Yeah.
They got a little bluesier
Yeah,
when Richie
heavy
came in.
but bluesy.
Yeah.
I think Led Zeppelin-ish shit. I think would be a good way to go.
But I was saying more garage type.
Yeah.
sounding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poison was Guns N' Roses is I think always sounded like they've just come directly out of a garage.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that's fair. That's fair.
Especially their
their
early
early
days.
stuff.
Their
Yeah,
early stuff. Yeah.
Maybe not
When
Huge Illusions.
Well, I mean, the early Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction, obviously,
Is that hair band?
Faster Pussycat was around, LA Guns was around.
Yep.
All bands that really sounded very
Garagey.
raw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right. That's
Yeah. So
I
Poison
love
would
that.
have sounded
Yeah.
more raw. I think.
Yeah.
Poison sounded more arena. Like
Yeah.
they were
Yes.
ready for the arena. Like Motley Crue, like your Bon Jovis, like your Warrants,
Right.
they were going to be arena rock.
Yeah, they were, when they were starting out, Poison was starting out, they had a huge following
They did.
in California.
Yep, the Whiskey a Go-Go,
Yep. And they would go out, I know they'd go out to this one place outside of Hollywood, I think, and they would sell that place out, every time. And usually that didn't happen from what I was, they were saying in the documentary that I watched. But yeah, they, and at one of those shows was a record rep that was like, yeah, we've got to get these guys, and sign them. And the rest is history. They came out with their first album, and that, agreed, they did look like women on the cover of.
Well,
And
that
that was the point.
Look what the cat dragged in. It was
I'm
very
joking,
much.
but I'll be real honest with you. Now, this is back in the days, kids, when they had record stores, and that's where we spent our time.
Yep, that's where we spent our time.
I couldn't wait to drive 2 hours to Missoula to go to the mall to go. But I will tell you that I remember seeing that album cover and thinking, wow, this is
a chick band.
This is a chick band.
Yeah.
And I think it was, what was the first single?
I Want to Act. Or Cry Tough was their first.
Yeah, Cry
Tough.
Very first
Cry
single was
Tough,
Cry
Cry
Tough.
Tough.
you were
Then it
starting to
was-
see that on MTV, and then you realize, oh wait, these are dudes.
guys.
But I do remember seeing that, and
Talk Dirty to Me broke them.
Yes,
Yeah,
Talk
yeah,
Dirty
Talk
to Me
Dirty
was
to
the
Me
first
broke
one
Cry
to
Tough.
really.
I'm knowing what I know now, that Cry Tough was the opening track, the first single. I'm really surprised that was.
mm-hmm.
I would have, through that whole album, I would have either done Look What the Cat Dragged In or Talk Dirty to Me as the two lead singles, or the first singles off that album.
Well, I Want Action would have been a good one too.
Yeah.
But Poison had a team behind them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And
what, EMI or something like that?
yeah,
I
but
think that was
those
who it
looks
was.
were all them.
Yep.
Ricky Rocket.
Yep.
I
I mean, they're not
Ricky
ugly dudes
Rocket
without
did
the hair.
and
No.
and
They're not unattractive. Well, okay, Cece and Bobby aren't. Okay.
different show, John.
Yep,
Okay.
different show.
Different podcast. But
They did go through a few different lineup changes.
Yep.
well, they had two other
Guitar players.
Yeah,
I know those stories.
Yeah,
Those are crazy stories.
So, at the end of the Flesh and Blood tour, it was
They were done.
Brett and Cece did not
They
like
did not.
each other.
They did not like each other.
Back in the
at
day,
all.
there was a thing called Pirate Radio USA. It was simulcasted in. Z98 carried it. And there was one night, Brett was on. I think Brett was one of the in-studio guests, but Cece called in, and they had a full-fledged argument right there on the air. It was crazy. It was legendary. So they did not. They hated each other for a long time, long time. But they held auditions again for guitar player.
Yep.
And a guy comes in, and Richie Kotzen came in, and he figured these guys are on the radio. They're on MTV every 20 minutes. A couple chords. I'm going to be fine. Right. Didn't get a single fucking song right. But Brett was like, hey, we really like your playing. Do you have any of your own stuff? And so the first song he played them was a ballad he had been working on. He had been working on these two songs, but he wasn't quite there yet. And the first song that they played them was a song called Until You Suffer Some. And it's a great ballad.
Yeah.
Great ballad. And then the other was their first single off it, which was Stand.
Nice.
And the lyrics are tweaked, because I've heard Richie's version of it, and I've heard, obviously we know
Poison's,
the Poison's version of it. So lyrics are tweaked a little bit, but the melody and all that stuff is the same.
Pretty same.
I think the Native Tongue album was a fantastic fantastic album.
Yeah, I love that album.
It showed the growth. I mean, each album showed growth.
For
I
sure.
thought.
In maturity.
Maturity.
Yeah.
They were kind of getting away from the tongue-in-cheek sexy songs.
Right.
They were trying to go a little more towards some substance in their lyrics. And I know that's crazy talking about Poison and substance and stuff like that. However, the Scream, that was about, I believe, the Rodney King incident.
Yeah, I think
so. That's about when that came out.
Yeah.
Strike Up the Band is about touring. There's a song on there called Ride Child Ride.
Yeah.
It talks about memories of growing up and what you wanted to do with your life.
Yeah.
There's a line in that song called Between the Weed and Whiskey. And I've been trying to write a goddamn song based on that little phrase, between the weed and whiskey, and I'm a joke writer. I'm not a songwriter.
Yeah, it is a good tune, though.
It is.
Yeah,
it's a great tune.
It's a great song.
Theater of My Soul is a great song on there.
Yeah.
There's really I can't really think of any sex-driven songs on that album.
Yeah, I can't either. Not off the top of my head. That was more of a serious album.
And
then, of course,
Crack a Smile.
Crack a Smile come out
that's
with
a fucking great album too.
Blues was the guitarist.
Blue Saraceno is underrated.
Oh, for sure.
As a guitar player from that time period,
he was awesome.
I was, he was young at the time. I've followed him all these years. So, there was a period where I just really got into guitar players. I was a Vi Satriani fan. I think at the time, and he was part of that lineage.
So was kind of Kotzen. Kotzen was kind of
Kotzen.
Because I think I had one of his albums was all instrumental.
Yeah,
but you had I'm gonna forget his name. He has ALS. Jason Becker at the time.
Jason Becker, yeah.
A lot of different shredders. You had Andy Timmons, a great guitar player, and Danger.
Yep. Vito Bratta.
Yep.
Vito. You had
Rhodes,
Nuno Betancourt.
Well, Nino. I mean, Randy's before those guys,
Nuno's
you had a whole new
different.
Nuno's insane.
You had a whole new bunch of guitar heroes come up, and I think we can all agree of the guitar players that were in Poison, it's probably Richie Kotzen is the most talented. Music, the critics,
I would say professionally trained musician.
The critics.
Although wasn't CC a professionally trained musician?
He's
wasn't he based in classical?
I will say of guitar players from that time frame that don't get their just due. Is CC?
Didn't he study classical music? He was. That's what I thought.
He was a nerd. He was a classical music nerd.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Discovered leather pants and a guitar.
Yeah, this podcast is just our opinions.
So he's classically trained as well.
He does nothing for me. But
CC?
I love CC. He's just different.
So you were more of a Poison guy after CC then?
No.
Would you say you liked him a little more?
No, we've been having fun these last few minutes talking about Poison. I'm not crapping on Poison.
Right.
I like Poison. I had a great time with Poison. I still like to hear Poison.
I do.
I'm not crapping on the band. I'm just saying that at that time again, I'm into guitar players.
Right.
And CC wasn't
right.
hitting your butt.
No, I get you. When you think of guitar players, you don't think of CC DeVille. You don't.
Right.
You don't. I don't.
No.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
We're looking at 83 here.
Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen shred.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the guy coming up that we're going to talk about here in a few minutes with LA Guns, Tracy Gunn.
Yeah.
Tracy Gunn, yeah. I don't think it's a just due.
No, I agree.
What a remarkable guitar player he is.
But the Poison songs are
and that's how Richie felt. He's like, they're on the radio every 5 minutes. I'm going to know these songs.
Yeah. But you know, the songs now, at the time, I think all three of us can agree we would not have thought that Poison would still be around and popular.
Oh, they're still, if not more popular.
I did not think at the time.
It's because we're all still alive.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I didn't. You know, 83. You know, you're talking about your tours, your Danger. There was so many bands coming up at that time that I didn't realistically think, wow, this is going to catch on and be something like I did with some other bands at the time. But not only have they become probably even more popular now,
Yeah.
but these songs are not just big songs, they are cultural songs.
Nothing but a good time.
Legendary.
Every rose has its thorn.
Every rose.
Yeah. Talk Dirty to Me. I mean,
even
Cry Tough, Unskinny Bop. I don't know what an Unskinny Bop was. I thought that
for CC banging a porno star.
I thought that was you looking at the album cover doing the Unskinny Bop. But you know, and they have other songs on the albums. You know, that album that you guys were talking about, Native Tongue?
Yeah. Never listened to it.
I
couldn't tell you a song. Huh?
I just don't like it.
You don't?
No,
Something to Believe in.
But hold on.
Okay, Something to Believe In is a good song. It's a great song, but I just didn't like that album.
Yeah, but that was Flesh and Blood.
Yeah, that was a different. Yeah.
Native Tongue had like Stand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just
Ride Child Ride.
I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it.
But you just got done saying that Richie was probably their best guitar player.
Yes, but I was a fan of his before he got in Poison, and I've been a fan of his after.
So why wouldn't you like that album? Because that's his album.
Okay.
I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, I know.
Because it doesn't make sense to me.
Could you lean over here? I want to smack you with this notebook.
It doesn't make sense.
No, I'll make it make sense to you, okay? I don't like Pink Floyd, but I love all of Pink Floyd's members. I'm a huge David Gilmour fan. I love his guitar playing.
Okay.
But he doesn't like Pink Floyd.
But I don't like Pink Floyd.
I'm not a big Pink Floyd guy.
Okay.
Blows my mind.
Okay.
We're
now
not
wait.
Pink Floyd guys?
Both, yes.
I don't hate Pink Floyd.
I don't hate him either.
Okay.
No.
So when I listen to Pink Floyd, I'm not listening to the band. I'm listening to David Gilmour.
Okay.
Okay. So I can listen to that Poison album. I don't like it.
Okay.
But I like his guitar playing in it because I'm a Richie Kotzen fan.
Okay. Great.
Okay. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
now?
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Okay.
So, Poison gave us that polished, neon, bright side of glam. But when you take a look at the same Sunset Strip energy and dipped it into motor oil and leather, that's where we get LA Guns. And LA Guns, they were, I mean, we talked about Poison being a garage type band. LA Guns was a garage band.
They were dirty. They were like the dirty.
Yeah.
They were like the gutter of Hollywood.
Yes.
They were. They were like the gutter of Hollywood. It was, I mean, Cocked and Loaded. I love that album. I love that fucking album.
Too.
Ballad of Jane.
Yes.
Dude,
Great song.
Great
One
song.
of my favorite songs of all
Give
time.
me a bigger hit during that, bigger hairband hit during that stretch of when that song was out. You heard it all the time.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Only LA Gun song you ever heard on the radio was Ballad of Jane.
Well, not sure.
Never enough.
No, never enough.
Okay,
but those are really the only two.
Rip and Tear. I'd play that when I was on Z.
LA Guns, I think, is a band that
Sex Action
has a lot of fan hits. Their fan base has always been there.
For sure.
Radio and they were on MTV a lot, but radio wasn't really.
Radio never accepted them.
Yeah, but
it's because
they became
they were too sleazy.
Successful. Yeah,
they were really sleazy.
They were especially their first album.
Yeah, this is you've got a lot of those
Faster
sleaze.
Pussycat's first album was pretty
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah, they didn't get the
you had
love
a lot
either.
of those sleazy bands at the time. Again, that
Yep.
just sound like they literally showed up at the bar to play out of the garage.
Yep.
That's why MTV accepted them and radio didn't.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
MTV was willing to break that. They
Yeah,
saw
Headbangers,
they
you
saw yeah.
Headbangers Ball was on. They were all.
They
all the
realized that they were getting the ratings when they were playing that type of song. So they're
Yep.
like, well, hey, let's just bring as much as we can in. And they really overloaded it for a while there, from like 86 to 89, 90. That was pretty much all you heard on MTV was hair bands.
time. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when Cinderella was Long Cold Winter album and Bon Jovi was out, and like everybody, it was just that.
It was the theme at the time of MTV. You were getting other videos.
Yeah.
But they were on.
You
they
were
were
seeing Janet
special
Jackson
shows.
videos.
It wasn't like
it was
Yeah.
on TRL.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
like it was just normal broadcasting time.
Yeah, it was
It
the hard rock at the time was
Yep.
what the focus was on
Yep.
there. But
Yep.
at the end of this episode, we'll let everyone know where they are now. All of these bands, but L.A. Guns. I don't know. There was just something about them that grabbed me. I liked their.
I like the
honest-
sleazy. I like the
the
sleaze.
energy.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
great. They had great
Mm-hmm.
energy. They had. It was like
It was similar to Guns N'
it was
Roses.
skanky.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was skanky.
It was
right?
similar to Guns N' Roses, but skankier.
Yeah, it was skanky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
And-
Ironically, which
and we-
LA Guns, and that's kind of how they got
That's
it.
their
was-
origin,
yep.
of course.
Well, these
But
guys.
he wasn't their first singer. There was a dude. He was only in the band briefly.
Yeah, but these guys were all living together, doing drugs
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
They all knew each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a competition. There was a quiet
Yep.
and known, I guess, competition to. Well, you got your hair up this high. You're
Yep.
you're
Oh,
doing
yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah.
Well, wait till you see
Who
us
could-
next
Who
Saturday
could
at
tease
the
it
bar.
higher? Who
Mhm.
can? How many cans of hairspray?
And
Yep.
it came
You're
with.
flammable as fuck.
Yeah.
That came with, wow, their drummer was good. Hey, you're gone.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
show up with a drummer, you're just trying to one up all the
It's
time.
almost like. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a sports analogy, but you nerds, it'd be lost on you.
But
Probably right.
so, all those bands were fun. I can remember when
It's like a big swing.
when we got together to party on the weekends, we
The
put
LA Guns
MTV on
lineup.
because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
knew that these party band videos
Yep,
were going to
we're
be
gonna
on.
play,
And,
yeah.
we're all sitting there and
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. I mean, LA Guns had so many different members.
Dude,
I mean, there's only one constant, and that, of course, is Tracy Guns.
Yep.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
The rest of them,
They did. I mean, they kind of broke
They're-
off into two entities with.
they
Lewis
did
and
for a
Guns.
while. It was two different LA Guns
Yeah.
performing as LA Guns
Well, and
at the same time,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
releasing music at
Yeah.
the same time.
yeah, and that
Him and Phil had some beef. And
Yeah.
Steve Riley
Yep.
ended that, and then
Yep,
within 6
yep.
months had died.
Yeah.
And they've squashed it. They're out on tour now. All together.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
And-
split into entities.
and-
Same with Faster
Yeah, they're back
Pussycat.
together as
Faster Pussycats.
close to
Same.
the original lineup,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like,
Like-
it's got.
I think Brent's stepping away with Faster Pussycat. I think Brent's stepping away because I think he's sick.
Oh, yeah,
He's
I
got,
hadn't
like,
heard
leukemia
about
or
that.
something.
Really? Oh, that's not good. That's
I
not
don't
good.
believe that was one of the bands we're discussing today.
No,
John.
but that's
you
okay.
really have a hard time following directions. Do you have ADHD? I need to speak to your
No,
mother.
But I was in
Um,
special ed.
Yeah, well, we can tell you were in special ed. I was too. We've talked about this, but we'll keep moving on.
So, if LA Guns were the gritty dive bar heroes, Warrant was the band that walked into the same bar, ordered a cherry pie, and accidentally became pop metal royalty.
And he hated that fucking
He did.
song.
He fucking hated that
Fucking
song.
hated
Cherry
that
Pie was
song.
literally not supposed to be on the album at all. The record reps listened to the entire album, which was originally going to be called Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yep. And they didn't think there was a single.
They did not think that album had a single. That is nuts to me because that entire album is fucking fire, if you ask me. I love that album. I will still to this day
it's a good album.
jam that entire album straight through, no skips. The whole album is fantastic.
Warrant is, I research before I get on here and talk with Andy,
It's good because, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I didn't need to.
He just doesn't...
I just fly by the seat of my pants.
He just doesn't have the time. He works till 10 o'clock at night. I get off at 1 o'clock in the morning. And so I do the research, a lot for these. Mainly because I'm getting old. But critics out of these 4 bands pick Warrant as the best of the 4.
I will agree. Well, yeah, I will agree with that. Actually, yeah, 100%.
I can't.
I have to.
I would put them 2.
They say that Janie Lane is the far superior lyricist
easily
of the 4.
Easily. Cleanest vocalist, easily the cleanest, best sounding, most range.
Dog Eat Dog.
I'm gonna disagree with the best singer.
Who's better?
Okay, so Warrant has something that these other groups don't have. They have 2 rhythm guitarists.
Yep.
Probably the better guitarist of any of the bands.
The blonde guy.
Huh? Joey Allen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of the 2, he usually got the most of the solos, I believe.
Yeah. I believe that the best vocalist of the 4 bands we're discussing today would be the late great C.J. Snare of Firehouse.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No. He's good, but
range?
Vocal range wise.
Okay, yeah, I would agree. Range. If I'm starting a band, if I'm starting this band right here, whoever's in these members, Janie Lane's my singer.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Janie Lane is my singer.
Yes.
And the reason I say that is because of the Dog Eat Dog album.
I love that album.
His range on that album,
fantastic.
when you get to that song Inside Out,
yeah,
sounds nothing like Janie Lane.
Nothing.
It's almost gravelly. Grungy.
Janie, I preferred Janie Lane's voice to Bret Michaels.
Me too.
Oh, much more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved Janie's voice.
Brett's is a party voice. Brett's is
Janie though.
Voice.
Janie.
Brett's is a karaoke voice.
It is. Janie was a big partier. I mean, he was. Yeah. That's what killed him. But he.
I still think he'd be making music today.
I know he'd be making music. I think Warrant would be together. I think they would still be touring, and they would probably be almost, if not bigger than all of the said bands. Right.
I think
now.
they
because
their growth, because that even that album after Dog Eat Dog, Euphoria, wasn't it?
No,
what is that?
Warrant's. What's the name of it? I gotta look it up.
Anyway,
Ultraphobic.
Yeah, Ultraphobic.
That
album's really, really good too.
I love that album.
Yeah.
I think it's probably one of the most underrated albums of the 90s.
Shortly after that album, right?
Oh no, he lived. Janie lived until like 2012 or 13. It wasn't that long, and they actually had done a reunion right before, and it didn't work out.
Stephen Sweet.
I don't know if Stephen Sweet was in it, but I know he had.
Wait, Michael Sweet. It was Michael Sweet.
Michael Sweet, yeah. I don't know if it was with him, but I know Joey Allen was in it, and some of the other guys.
And there's the Warrant album that's disposable for me.
Which one?
Ultraphobic. Again, I'm a huge Warrant fan, but yeah, I mean, I think I listened to it once or twice, and I'm like,
man, I love that album. I do. I love that album.
I think, this is back.
That Stronger song is so good.
So good. Lyrically, it's one of the greatest.
Yeah.
This is back in the 80s. It's a very long time ago, John, as we know. And so, you know, I do go back now and listen to a lot of albums in various genres that I remember not liking, going, oh, maybe I'll listen to this now. I might do that this week.
You should. Check it out.
And because, you know, I didn't understand that
Listen to it as
it's
not
gatekeeping.
Yeah.
You know,
don't listen to it as like this is Warrant,
I've
and you're going to compare it to like Sometimes She Cries or anything off of that album. This is Warrant grown up.
Well,
So,
you know, when you get to the Dog Eat Dog, okay, that was a different attempt by Warrant. You know,
I think it was
to,
great
to stay. You know, but that was a great album.
It was.
Everything about that album.
Let It Rain
was
can bring me to tears.
You know,
Yeah, me
Uncle
too.
Tom's Cabin is. I mean that album.
Great album.
Was great.
Yep.
I like all of the songs on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, when it's too much of a departure, maybe you're chasing something that just isn't real.
I think
for
they
you.
were just trying to grow.
Yeah,
Really,
I do
It's
too.
kind of like Metallica.
Yeah.
You know, people shit on the Black Album, but
Yeah.
the Black Album's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, now
It's
you look back
superior
at it.
to
Yeah.
any of their other. It's not my favorite Metallica album, but it's superior. Like the way it's engineered. That's all Bob Rock.
Yeah.
That's all Bob Rock's influence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I
I
it is
do
a great
want
album.
to your point about going back and when you would listen to an album maybe you didn't give so much of a chance to before. That was Motley Crue's John Corabi album for me.
Yeah.
I did not give it a chance. I was one of those fucking Crue heads that were all about Vince Neil and this isn't Motley Crue.
See, and that's another one
and I
that
go
Andy
back.
and I have talked about. I don't like that Motley Crue album.
The John Corabi one?
Yeah, and
Really?
I love John Corabi.
I love that album.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
Again, I didn't like it when I was a kid because it sounded so much, but it was. I'll give
It was a
your Warrant
completely
example.
difference.
The difference between Cherry Pie and Dog Eat Dog, it felt like two different bands.
Yeah.
So if you take from Dr. Feelgood to the John Corabi album, it sounds like two totally different bands. Not just because there's a different singer, but musically, I thought it sounded different.
Yeah, it just was different. It was a different sonically.
It was differently.
Yeah.
It was written differently.
Yeah.
It was the lyrics were different.
Yeah, it was grittier.
Yeah.
Much, much more grittier.
Yep. But you know, again, you know, sadly, I think it's very unfair that you don't hear Warrant played on the radio.
You
No,
don't.
you don't.
You don't hear
And I
even on like Sirius XM.
I don't want to
a
hear.
lot of-
I don't want to hear Cherry Pie on the radio.
Okay.
I'd love to hear Down Boys.
Down Boys is great.
When that song kicks in and you're driving down the road,
Down.
I think that I'm not saying that these songs aren't radio worthy in 2026.
Right.
But
it's a certain genre of
You
radio,
know,
though.
I would love to
Yeah.
hear Down Boys and Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
On the radio.
Machine Gun.
Machine Gun,
Gun's a
yes.
great song.
That would fit into any.
Dude, that's
Yes,
a great
I agree.
song.
That is
But-
a solid track.
Yeah, and I like that song, but yeah, not that one. But I think those songs should be on the radio from Warrant. I mean, you know, you can't say someone's a great lyricist. Okay, maybe they don't have the best lyrics. I
mean,
know.
Heaven was
Heaven
huge.
Heaven
Huge
is,
hit.
You know, if you're going to play Every Rose Has Its Thorn,
Oh yeah,
Heaven was
Heaven.
played.
Heaven
was
if you're playing-
played just as
yep,
much.
Yep.
Oh, easily.
I will agree with that.
Yeah.
I will agree that.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you still hear Every Rose quite
Oh, all the
more
time.
often than you probably should,
Yeah.
and there's no reason Heaven can't
Yeah.
be that way too.
Well,
so I do hear Cherry Pie.
I
a lot.
got so bored.
Yeah.
I got so bored. I didn't write down any information, but I looked at the streams of the hit songs from these bands, and you know, you're talking Heaven, billions
Yep.
of streams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, billions of streams.
Yeah.
Dude, if you go look at, like, I like to listen to a lot of covers, right? I like to go on Spotify and
Yep.
look up a cover.
Right.
If you ever go there and look up, like, Heaven covers, there's dude, that song is covered a lot in a lot of different ways. So many different ways.
Right.
Interesting. I'd have to go check that out. I love that song. Well, Warrant gave us, the sugary arena ready side of glam, but what if you took that same melodic power and turned the dial toward pure vocal precision and power ballad dominance? Enter Firehouse.
Okay, now before we dive deep into that, so we've gone from Poison and LA Guns to Warrant and Firehouse, 83 and 84. They were churning out bands.
Yeah, they were.
They were churning out bands. So I would say that Firehouse is really part of the third class.
Yep.
Of
hair bands.
Of hair bands.
They're the final chapter.
Yeah.
They
Europe, Firehouse.
They started
Trickster.
Yep.
Okay, Trickster, I would say.
Yep.
They started
Slaughter.
They are the first part of the mold that became oversaturation
Right,
and cookie cutter.
Yep.
But
everybody had to have a sexual innuendo song.
Yep.
Then you had to have a ballad.
Yep.
Well,
And then you had to try to have some song with some substance.
Yeah.
To it.
Yeah.
well, if I remember, the formula was upbeat ballad.
Yeah.
Once this
Mid-tempo.
really impacted the country, that's what it was. Because the ballad brought in the money.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The fun song sold the concert ticket.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
ballad
for
brought
sure.
in the okay.
And the mid-tempo ones, they were there too. I mean, like, oh god, what was the song I was just thinking of? Like,
Of
Mr.
Firehouse?
Big. No, I was thinking of like Mr. Big's.
To Be With You.
No, not To Be With You.
I don't
Green Tinted '60s Mind.
Oh yeah. That's a great. Oh, that's a great.
Well,
song.
I'm a huge Mr. Big
Me too.
fan.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Mr. Big. Colorado Bulldog.
Yeah.
That's
Great,
Dude,
great
that's-
stuff. Mr. Big
Even their
is-
crappy songs, I love.
they're
See,
still
I
great.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I love it.
So did you like Richie Kotzen in Mr. Big? Because he did do an album with them.
Yes, he did, and I like that album.
Now I don't like that album. No, seriously, I'm not a fan of that album.
Interesting.
It's not.
I like those first couple albums, like Lean Into It and
Lean
It's a
Into
great
It's
album.
great.
Lean Into It's
So is
fucking
So is
And their Cat Stevens cover,
Yeah.
I love.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good
What
too.
was that song? I can't think of it.
Oh God.
And they also did another song I love, 30 Days in the Hole.
Yep, they did that.
30 Days
I
in the
don't
Hole.
know that.
You don't know that song?
You don't know that? Oh, it's great.
Oh,
It's a great
dude.
cover.
30 Days in the Hole. That's a great.
And the other,
great cover.
the Cat Stevens song, Baby, Baby.
Wild World.
Yeah, Wild World.
Yeah.
What's the singer's name? Eric Martin?
Yeah,
Eric
Eric
Martin.
They've never had a different singer, have they?
No.
No, it's always been.
It's always
him.
been Eric Martin.
Yeah.
Him and she.
It's always been pretty much the exact same.
Yeah.
Andy and I
It's
saw
him and
Eric
she.
Martin at
And-
Lewis
and
Bowl
that's why
at
they
a bowling
still-
alley here.
Yeah, and that's why they still aren't touring anymore, is because one of the members died. And
Okay.
they, the drummer, I think?
Oh, Pat Torpey.
Pat Torpey, yeah.
Oh,
And so now that he's gone, they don't want to continue anymore, and that's understandable.
because I know they've
get
done
it.
solo stuff.
Oh, yeah, they do
they've
solo
done
stuff.
side because
Yeah.
Kotzen did a side project with Sheehan.
Yeah,
I don't remember
Sheehan
what the name.
Kotzen
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, they did that.
John, we're not talking about Mr. Big on this episode.
that's true. We are.
That's
we did
your,
get a little.
That's
bit off.
your second
But that's-
violation.
I
One
think
more
that was
before
me.
the
I
end
think
of the
that was me
episode,
that
you
brought
won't
it
be
up.
back on here.
I think that was me that brought that up, though.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, Firehouse.
I'd like to welcome you to the my brand new podcast. It's Music Matters with John and Ziggy.
So Bill Laverty.
Pretty soon it's going to be Music Matters with Ziggy.
Yeah, right. So Bill Leverty. It's Leverty, right?
Liberty.
He is one of the most underrated
Oh,
guitarists.
he's a great guitar player too.
He, you don't really
Snare passed away,
even.
right? Snare passed away.
Yeah, Snare passed away.
Recently.
No.
No, like 2 or
Couple
3
years.
years ago. Yeah,
that's
but fairly
fairly recent.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a new lead singer now. Does Firehouse.
Nick
But I
Peck.
remember. I remember when they were out on tour, you
That
know.
was my first concert.
It was one of my first too. Well, not first, but the first year of concerts, I'd say that I went to a lot my first year.
Mine was Kiss without the makeup. It was the Hot in the Shade tour.
Nice.
Great show.
Yeah.
It was Firehouse, Slaughter, and Winger.
Nice. Okay.
My buddies and I ran over to the Hilton after the show, and we got to meet some of Slaughter, some of Firehouse. And they were like, "Hey, Kip and the guys are coming down. You guys want to stick around, hang out with those guys too?" We were like, "No, we're good." Why did Winger get shit on so much?
Aww, because of Beavis and Butthead. That's it.
Yeah, all right.
It's Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, really. Not to talk about Winger. I'll help you, John, so you don't get your third violation here. Okay.
Firehouse. Firehouse.
You know that Rod Morgenstein was the drummer in Winger.
Yeah.
He came from the Dixie Dregs, highly accomplished, very talented,
Oh, he's an amazing, yeah.
left-handed drummer, and
I trust left-handed people.
Reb
My
Beach.
brother's left-handed. I don't like him.
Reb
Beach.
Beach,
I'm just
fantastic guitar player. Kip Winger, a very talented guy, but yeah, they essentially Beavis and Butthead fucked up their career.
Yeah, they did. They
But-
could literally sue them and probably win.
I mean,
They could
but,
probably do that.
Yeah, but you couldn't get away with 17.
No, not
I mean,
now.
that song's actually played on the radio a lot more than
Oh, it's still played.
It's
yeah,
played a lot.
yeah, it's still played. It's
Yeah.
a good tune.
But
I mean,
you know,
lyrics are quite sketchy now, but
The only
think-
thing you really hear from Warrant on the radio, or not Warrant, but Firehouse on the radio are the two ballads. You don't hear.
yeah, no, you don't hear anything like.
Don't treat me bad.
No.
I think you know, CJ Snare. You know, we're would we say this is like the third class of the hair metal bands
Yeah.
and whatever? By this time, you know, it was really starting to become polished. You wanted a good, well-known drummer in your band,
Yeah.
guitar
Yeah.
player, bass player,
Right.
And you wanted a
Right.
singer that can hit.
and you wanted
Notes.
Yeah.
you wanted a singer that
Yep.
could put it on
Yep.
tape and
Yep.
go out and pull it off.
Yep.
So you were seeing better and better vocalists
Yes.
through this
Yes.
period.
Yeah, for sure.
And CJ Snare, I mean, he
He's
just
phenomenal.
he had
Yeah.
a voice that
Yep.
cut through all the mud and the muck of
Yep.
what was becoming the same. And I think they stood out a little bit. You know, Love of a Lifetime.
Oh, it was a huge hit.
What's the other ballad?
Oh, when I look in your eye,
When
into your eyes.
I mean, that's his vocals on that are great.
Yep.
Two songs that are still used for weddings.
Oh, today. Yeah,
right.
easily.
And then, you know, and then you
Today.
have "Don't Treat Me Bad."
Yeah.
I love that.
And
that
all
song.
she wrote.
Songs.
And all she wrote. I mean,
Rock on the radio. That
Can
was-
I say that when I heard the I never thought you'd hurt me, never let you
Don't
go.
treat me bad.
Don't treat
Yeah,
me
Don't
bad.
Treat Me Bad.
When I heard that for the first time, the production of that,
Yeah.
you could it was something different.
hear
like
it
you
was
could hear it
produced.
produced like so
Yeah.
well. Like the guitar was so clean and so like it just was solid. I loved the sound of that album. That whole album was great, but really that song, you noticed it right away. The production of that song was phenomenal. But anyway,
They had a
They-
had an album called Good Acoustics.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
And they had some originals on there that, or I think at least they were originals.
I know they had a
Um,
bunch of covers on there, but I
Yeah.
I don't
They're-
know if they
oh,
had an original.
What's the Eagles song?
Yeah, Seven Bridges Road.
Seven
Yeah.
Bridges Road. That is
a
amazing.
phenomenal cover.
That cover is awesome.
Yes, agreed.
yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
One band
well-
do that, strip it down.
Here's where we stand with Poison. Brett Michaels really prefers to tour with his solo band,
Yes.
but I think we are looking at a big stadium tour from Poison next year.
Yep.
L.A. Guns is currently on the road.
Yeah, and
there is only one L.A. Guns. It is Tracy Guns on guitar and Phil Lewis on vocals.
I think they released an album or at least a couple songs not that long ago.
They've dropped a couple.
Yeah.
Just like everybody now.
Yeah.
Warrant has never stops touring.
Nope, they're still touring, and I think they're working on new material,
Yeah.
from what I've heard.
Yeah. And they are fire with I always forget his name, their singer.
I can't remember his name either, but he does sound quite a bit similar to Jane.
Well, he's a good showman.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's a good showman. And Firehouse is still out there. I watched Firehouse perform on YouTube just a couple weeks ago. He's a young guy. He does great.
Yeah. He sounds just like him.
The bass player, Perry Richardson, an original member of Firehouse, is now with Stryper.
Yep.
Robert Mason sings for Warrant.
Oh, really?
Yes, Robert Mason sings for Warrant. They right now are all but one original member, Jerry Dixon, the bass player.
Yep.
Seems to be on a break from touring, worn out. Been on this break for a little while. Robbie Crane is their bass player.
Okay.
I watched L.A. Guns perform. The neat, cool thing is that Phil Lewis has stopped coloring his hair.
Yeah,
black,
and
he's cut it short.
Is it all gray?
Yeah, it's all gray.
I want to see it.
He looks great.
You'll have to watch it. I watched them perform from just about a week ago, and
they sound great.
No,
they don't.
Phil on Ballad of Jane, he just can't hit the notes. He gets to that, and he points the mic out, and the crowd sings it.
So
He's okay. He's not quite at that David Lee Roth "you should quit" thing.
Okay.
I think maybe
Vince
he's
Neil.
just he's not quite there yet.
Vince was never good live. Let's put it.
No,
But
he was never
He was
ever good live.
But yeah, I mean they're still out there. I would say that again, as Andy and I talk about this almost every time we do the podcast. With TikTok and all the social media, these bands are being found now by the younger generation, and it's helping prolong their career and sell records. And
My son Micah loves all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's in agreement that with me that the Native Tongue's Poison's best album, but he also feels like, I know this is completely different. Never mind. I don't win. Strike three.
Can he talk about another band?
You go ahead and talk about another band.
Megadeth's Rust in Peace is the greatest metal album of all time.
Ooh, okay. Interesting take.
Rust in Peace is the greatest metal.
I mean, it's a solid choice. It's a solid choice.
I really had a
It is
fear.
perfect song.
It's a good album.
I honestly had a fear in researching this. I'm like, I just know the last thing we're going to talk about in this episode is going to be that Native
Megadeth?
Tongue album from Poison.
Oh.
I just know we're going to end on that.
Now we talked about Megadeth. That's where we wrapped it.
See?
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still have the bad taste of Native Tongue in my mouth.
All right.
Well, John,
on that note,
Hey, can I plug a couple things?
yes.
Yeah.
Please.
All right.
What are we plugging?
So, you can follow me on all social medias, Jon Sigmund Comedy. I'm on the TikTok, Snapchat, all that good stuff. YouTube page, Jon Sigmund Comedy or JSig Comedy. Like and subscribe. As cheesy as that is to say out loud. But yeah, I drop on my Instagram page and my TikTok page. I usually throw up little reels. My Facebook I don't do so much on other than advertising because I have family on there.
Right,
It's not
yeah.
safe. It's
Yeah.
not safe for family
Gotcha.
comedy. So plus I don't need to get sued by any of my family members before I
Make
hit
it
that
big.
Temu special.
Right.
But yeah, we got a couple shows coming up. Actually, this coming Friday night, August 21st, is the annual Siouxland Showcase, Siouxland Comedy Showcase. It is a bunch of local and regional comics that perform a lot with us.
All right.
My buddy Drake Strong, who runs Siouxland Comedy, he is, I believe he's hosting it. One of us is hosting it. We also got a Taylor Zotke. He is from Norfolk. He's a fucking lunatic, but I haven't decided if he's racist or not. Like, the best way I can tell, okay, here is Taylor's comedy. In the beginning, you're going to be pretty sure he voted for Trump. In the middle, you're going to be pretty sure he voted for Biden. By the time he's done, you're going to be pretty sure that dude's not allowed to vote or own a gun. Another local comic, Taylor Sarf, super funny.
Okay.
He does his own shows too. He's actually got a show, I believe, this week or next week at Eddie's Tavern down in Sergeant Bluff.
Yeah.
And then there's a Calvin Buchanan, relatively newcomer. It's actually...
I know.
Cindy's son.
Cindy's son.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool.
actually Cindy's son.
All right, awesome.
Armpit Girl. She is fucking hilarious.
Armpit
She's
Girl.
from Alabama.
Okay.
She's awesome. She does a mixture of telling jokes and stories and whatnot. And she has some songs she plays that are
On her armpit?
They're just... That's her name. Her
Gotcha.
name's
Okay.
Armpit
I was
Girl.
trying to figure out the armpit connection, but...
Yep. Morgan Branham, she's also a local comedian. She also does photography. She's super adorable. She's a new mom. She has 2 kids, young kid. She's great. She's
Nice.
super good kid. Then we have Tony V, who is new to Siouxland Comedy.
Okay.
But he's so good. He won our comedy contest back in March.
Nice.
And he's blowing up all over the place.
All right.
And then next Friday, the 28th, we're going to be at the Warrior Hotel.
Okay, cool.
It is for Laugh for a Good Cause. It's to support the Children's Miracle Network.
Love
here
the
in town.
Children's Miracle Network.
Show starts at 8:30. Is a $20 at the door. But again, everything goes to the Children's Miracle Network.
That's awesome.
Typically, we in that room that we're in, I think we've maxed out at like 200 people.
Okay.
It's not a huge room,
Right.
but let's hopefully cause a fire hazard.
Yeah, let's
and
get it packed.
plenty of people out there to support the cause.
Right.
We got myself and Drake Strong again that's gonna do the hosting, and then we have Drew Jr. He's a local comic. Very family friendly. It's a very family friendly show. It's a clean show. We're not doing
None of the dirty stuff.
None of the dirty stuff. If you want to see that, that's going to be on that showcase.
Yeah.
$10 at the door there. That's going to be at Marty's Tap. And again, headliner, his name is Jacob Womack. He is from Sioux Falls. Super funny dude. I've been on a few shows with him. He's really funny. So.
Cool.
And I'm appearing. I'll be telling poison jokes and talking about John's face. You know, I didn't know that you did comedy. I'm really proud of you. Yeah.
I'm really proud that you wore your teeth.
All right. Well,
Yay!
in our next episode, we are going to talk about keyboard legends.
Keyboard legends.
Keyboard legends.
There's so many good ones to talk about, man.
Yeah,
Although-
Billy Joel.
although-
Billy Joel's great. He didn't play the keyboards.
Although you knocked on one of mine, so I don't know. I said Daniel Bryan, or not Dan Bryan. It's
David Bryan.
David
of Bon
Bryan.
Jovi. Well, tune in next
I
time.
love David Bryan.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh,
David
tune
Bryan's
in
great.
next time when we'll discuss this further.
We're gonna have a
know
with
that?
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about fucking keyboardists.
Well, that's going to be
This
great.
is going to be great.
It'll be
I
great.
won't talk that much. Ziggy's going
You'll-
to fucking love it.
You'll know more than you think. All right, it's all coming up. I've been MonkeyBoy,
I'm still Ziggy.
and this is the Music Matters podcast. Thanks for listening.